Hello and welcome back to the park that has all scenery things half done. Well, not even half done. In fact, this is the park that says it cares about the details, but it does not. I see a lot of things that are completely wrong over here. Well, one of them is simple. This path, it is not red. That's not right. This coaster is not the right color. That is not right. And in fact, you know what's also not, well, right, is that we don't know what the ratings are. Now, hold on a second. Apparently we used color scheme 3 for this. Don't know why, but, well, that's the way it is. We also need to replace the path and, come on, game. I want to replace this path. I don't want to be fiddling around with them settings. There! Well, this is the park that now does care about the details, and it does have them right. Yes, it is the Arid Heights Park, which so far turns out to be paradise for tycoons, where we can create all kinds of awesome things. Yet, if we zoom out in the park, we don't have that much, really. I mean, all we did is divide the park up into semi-quarters and build some cool stuff in it. Though, I must admit, the pagoda, that is awesome. But for the rest, well, you know, I mean, it has its things, Space World and all that, but the scenery is what's really lacking. And I want to change that today, and we are going to. Starting out with the Pagoda Land, which is severely lacking behind when it comes to scenery. Now, before we get started, let's do a quick check on vandalism and whatnot, because park rating is all that matters. The guest numbers, I mean, they will come, but park rating, that's the real deal. Well, the vandalism seems to be non-existent, and as a result, our park rating should be the highest possible. Let me just check what the park rating is. Oh yeah, oh yeah, that's good. That is indeed the highest possible. Now, what we need to do is, first of all, what we're gonna do is we're going to do some scenery works over here. Now, like I said, you know, I want a special structure over here, you know, a special scenery thing, and we're gonna make that right now. Actually, we'll do it like this. There. Right, and then we're going to raise this again as water, you know, creating like our own pond. There, yes. Right, one thing that we also need to do, you know, details and all that, we need to kind of like paint the terrain below the path here. I mean, I did that in the other section, and, well, I think when I did that, this section of the park wasn't even finished yet. So, but now that it is, we definitely need to do this. There. It's a bit fiddly, but still. I mean, it's all for the looks, right? Now, that lake thing that we got going over there, that's just, you know, the start of a nice, symmetrical thing that I want to make there. Let's see. Well, oops. Well, we can change those tiles back anytime we want. They, you know, the color that the tiles have, you know, the ground, it's all temporary now anyway. So, right, back to building the scenery. Pagoda style it is, and what we're going to do is we're going to build a temple like... Oh, let's actually enable the scenery. That might help, you know, just saying. You know what, we'll go with this, and then a green grass in front of it. No, we won't place anything there, but what we will do is we will raise this like so, with you know, with a ramp leading up to it. so that folks can, you know, this should be like a gallery, really, you know, where people can walk up to find their inner zen, so to say. So, well, make it like this. Now, of course, we do need the walls over there to be this type, which pretty much makes it so that, you know, all the walls over here kind of need to be of that kind, you know, I don't know what it is really. It looks like, yeah, what does it look like? You know, the expensive type of stone that they use. I don't really know what that is called in English though, so you know of that type of stone. Also, we're going to raise that so that it's smoothed out. I mean, it's not that bad to use this really. It is the same as the pagoda. Now, what we're gonna do is I want some... Wait. Oh, they can only be built across paths, huh? Well, what we're gonna have then is we're gonna have 2 houses over here. That doesn't... Oh no, wait, actually, there is a front and a back side to this. Right. Okay, interesting. There. I mean, all of a sudden, it looks really, you know, temple-esque. We'll also place a few of these water flowers in there. Now, what we then need is a path, you know, that leads up to there. So, there, right, looking good. We'll also place a few lanterns out there. And I know we don't have Chinese ones or Oriental ones, but look at that. See, that makes it look complete. And then we will have to change the tiling to more like this, at least for these bits. I'll actually make this green. That seems like the perfect spot for... ooh, you know what? We're gonna place that over there. Yeah, but that seems like the perfect spot for a bed of, you know, maybe for some trees, for some shrubs. Or some just pagoda-like trees. Yeah, what we're gonna do is we're gonna place one of the big ones over there. Right, and then over here we will have 2 statues sitting like this. Maybe on a bit greener grass too. And then actually I want this to be more like this there. And then we'll have a few shrubs, you know, just to finish it a little bit, I guess. Let's see, shrubs. Come on, shrubs. There we are. Yeah, you know, maybe something like that. Perhaps some more over there. No, come on. Oh, yeah, there's a statue there. I know that. Right, that seems good. Now, of course, we do need to fence this off, right? I mean, we can't have it that people will just walk into this newly placed area. So what we'll have is, well, first of all, we kind of need to seal off the exit area, you know, because this should not be viewable from the exit. The exit, you know, I generally feel that the exits should be private, and this seems like bamboo, which, you know, to me, I don't know, bamboo is oftentimes, at least by me, associated with Oriental stuff. There. Right, then we need to do some more painting. And we'll go with this for now and adjust it when necessary. Now, instead of building the same as over here, because I don't want it to be completely symmetrical. I mean, it's not that I have something against the symmetry, but I don't know. I've seen a few Japanese gardens, you know, and they are often not symmetrical. So we should not make them symmetrical either. You know what we're gonna do? We're going to extend the path over here. And then we're gonna have this one over there, which should read something like Mao. I don't know, really. Mao. We'll leave that as is. And then what we will do is we will build some flowers over here, you know? Because it's not like, you know, these gardens are completely without flowers. It's just that, you know, they're used differently. And the shapes are often different. Where, you know, over here, and then over here is, of course, you know, where I live in the western stuff. You know, most of the things are like square, and you know, in these oriental type things, they're more organic, and I appreciate that. You know, I like that a lot more than I like the well, the western type gardens, so to say. Now we got that. Let's get in a few small trees there. And we'll just leave that as is, you know. It's not like every tile needs something to be placed there. What we are going to need, though, is a handyman who is going to, well, not sweep the footpath, not empty the litter bins. Well, you are going to mow the grass, though. And you should, well, concentrate yourself on this area at the least. Wow, it's a bit difficult to see what the F I'm assigning him to, but there, and that should cover most of it. Right, and then you as well, close. Right, so there we go, looking good right now. Now those flowers should get watered. I mean, I really think that this looks amazing. We still, however, need to kind of paint and scenerize this whole section over here. Now we're gonna do that. But before we get to that, because there is a thing that I kind of have forgotten to check, which is the ratings of the Grand Yukon. Now, let us see. I already see one thing that is very promising, and that is that the queue line is completely filled up. So that's good. Ooh, it's not grand. It does have a slightly higher ratings than the Zaibatsu HQ. No, it does not. So the Zaibatsu HQ is better, but only marginally better. Really marginally better. It's a bit higher in everything. So basically, they're both more or less the same. Well, it's not a bad thing. I do see, however, I might have forgotten slightly to do a few things here. Yeah, balls. We need stuff, and you know what? We're also going to hire. Oh crap! I totally forgot to assign them any of these areas. But what we're also going to do is we're going to hire a few more mechanics. The park's growing larger, we need to, you know, keep up with our stuff, and we're also going to hire 2 more entertainers. And I think that we can just give them, wow, look at that, we could give snowman. Yeah, we're gonna have snowman entertainers. Snow will be the only thing missing, really. We could, yeah, Roman as well, nice. Right, so we just got our entertainers more or less sorted. What we're also going to do is this. However, I mean, knowing the ratings and knowing that they're both almost grand, it's not really what we wanted to know. What we wanted to know was what the ratings will be when we synchronize them. And that's what we're going to find out right very now. Look at that. How cool is that? Now, just to keep the thing moving, we will put this to 30 seconds. So that we won't have too long queue times. But this really should crank it up to have them both be grand, you know, proper grand coasters. 8.24? Oh, and you're not updated yet. Oh, you're also not synchronized. That explains it. Right. Now that should update any moment now. We'll check back in on the Grand Yukon in a moment. For now though, back to scenerizing this whole stuff and just painting the floor, man. I mean, it makes the whole garden look so much different, you know. Really an improvement, if you ask me. Anyway, what we were doing was placing fences, which, well, we should also do there. And I believe that, well, you know, over here, there's a few things we can do. Over here we have gardens and fountains, you know, or flowers and fountains. I mean, I quite like that. I also like this stuff that I did over here, but I can't do that. So, you know, this is something like, you know, like, I think this is cool. This is architectural brilliance and whatnot. Over here, though, I don't want it to be that eye-catching. So we're just going to try and, well, fill it up with, you know, some standard pagoda stuff. So we'll have something like this, for example, and then, you know, that one of them big trees in there, something like that, and then we'll also have, you know, 2 of these statues, and maybe some more trees. Also a few shrubs will do. I mean, it doesn't need to be all set up proper, you know, like this. There's no need for it. There. We will also incorporate a few flowers. We'll go with the non-screaming purple and red ones, you know, but with like the a little bit more different ones. There. Then back to over here. Well, we could add a house in here, and if we do so, what we are gonna do is it needs to have one of these, and we'll have 2 trees around it. Maybe even a little bit more, just to make it look like, you know, someone could really live here. There. And one more statue. Right there. Perhaps, you know, perhaps, I'm just saying, 2 flower thingies. There, right next door. Yeah, quite like that. Right, now over here, you know, this is kind of like an island thing. And before we continue, I think I should paint some of the areas a little bit more green. It's not like everything needs to be, you know, well, I don't know how to put it better than rotten grass, you know, overused grass, basically. I mean, not everything needs to be like that. There. Same over here, we'll make that green too, as well as the area around the house. Okay, looking good. Now, of course, we are going to need fences all around. I mean, this isn't really catching the eye, you know. It's not like this is really, well, you know, detracting from the pagoda, because that's what the main thing, you know. There needs to be scenery, it needs to look authentic and, you know, complete, but at the same time, I don't want the scenery that I place right now to be, you know, more eye-catching than the pagoda. The pagoda needs to be the absolute centerpiece of, well, scenery that we have placed. Well, it's actually rather difficult placing these fences because we don't hear any sound of them being placed. Now, well, I guess this is how I should do it. Now, we also need a fence around the water as an edge over here, like this, yes. Oh man, this is really starting to come to life, you know. Now, I know that there's this area, and we're not going to do anything with that just yet. At least not until we develop this area further as a whole, so... Right, now, speaking about development, I know we have this more or less over here to develop, right? But that also leads into this mine area. I guess we could do the water side. Alright, let's do the water side. I mean, it's easy as that. Now, because over here, first of all, we're gonna do some floor painting. And I want, you know, one of the big structures over here, there. So we can have this be around there. Pow, 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 pow. Oh man, that's poor guitar play. At least that's what it sounds to me. They definitely have better musics elsewhere. Really, they do. Well, oops. Did I just... Yeah, I did. Balls! That's not what I wanted to do. There, it's easily fixed though, but still, I mean, that was a bit poor. Yeah, we need this to be sorted. Basically, this needs to be adjusted. We can't have that rocky texture everywhere. And then I'll just quickly, you know, extend it a little bit, something like this, so the rocks become less obvious. There. Right, look at that. Yeah, it's looking good over here now. Right. Okay, look at that. Look at how different the whole area looks all of a sudden. Just, you know, just painting it, just not having it be rock really makes it different. Oh, no, that's not what I wanted. We need scenery. Or you, big building. I like this. Of course, the fences do need to be around it. Now, because this is such a big one, we might want to place a few things special here, like a few trees that are not from the pagoda pack, you know, like these and these. And then we could mix it up with a few of these trees. There, right. Yeah, looking good, looking good. And you know what? This will have its... I don't know. I don't want to create extra ponds over here, so we're not going to. But what we are going to do is we're going to use a few fountains. Whoa. Fountains, I said. Where is the... I guess what we could do is place this fountain over there. Yeah, that looks alright. And then we will have statues, you know, facing towards the fountain. There. Oops, no, that was misplaced. Like that, you know, that makes it kind of special, I guess. It's looking rather good, if you ask me. Well, let's give this that look. And then, you know what? We'll make this be more dirt-like. Same for that. Right, so what else can we do over here? I mean, there's two things that we can do over here. Or we just fill it up with scenery, and nothing bad about that. Or we place a few rides over here. Now, currently what we have is the transport ride. And we have these two houses, you know, both of which fit reasonably well, but to say that I'm happy with that being it, no. Let's take a look at what else we can place. Oh, we all of a sudden have a crazy amount of rides over here in this section. That's good, but none of those really fit, in my opinion. Well, we could... Nah. I don't want to build this over here. So that ain't gonna happen. Is there anything? Yeah, you know what? Let's build a coaster, right? No. Ah, ooh. Definitely that we're going to build this. You know, the mine train coaster. We have a mine area. We're going to build a mine train coaster. But back to the thing about rides, I don't really see anything that we could place here specifically, unless we start double building some rides. I'm not a huge fan of that, to be honest. You know what we could do, though? We could build this. a midget golf. Or, yeah, I think that's what it's called. A midget golf. Then we will keep the waterside pagoda style, you know, so there's not too many rides. And we'll put it like, oh, hey, yeah. Right, that's what we're gonna do. Build custom design, of course. You know what, I highly doubt it. But there might be a small chance, yeah, where we have new rides. Or at least new holes, but forget it. We do not. So we'll go with hole A. And then, look at that. Oh, this is cool. Here they will be... Ooh, you know what we could do? Instead, we could use hole D to go around the corner there. How cool is that, you know? Then they have that above the path. Oh, man. If that ain't cool, I don't know what will be cool. Right, so long as we go like this, and then like hole B for example, and then hole C, and then, I don't know, hole D, would that work? Nah, it wouldn't, because it will start complaining about, you know, about the other ride. And now this whole swirl around, it's not totally pointless, but close to being pointless. We'll go with hole A. And that actually looks kind of cool. This looks somewhat yin-yang like, only then, you know, on a blocky area, and not really the way it was supposed to be, I guess. Right, looking good. Oh, and then... Yes, nice, nice, nice. Right, well, first things first though, we might want to lengthen up the cube path a little. A little, I said, and that isn't much. There. That is totally not a lot. But we could really gardenify this, you know, so that's what we're going to do. We're going to make this like a true garden style, you know? So, like this. Ooh, yes, looking good, looking hot and sexy. Yeah, so this should all be like this right now. And we'll leave the other things gray. I guess we could just change it, you know, just like that. There, done. And yeah, we will actually change till there. We also need to build like a fence or a wall over here, or which you could just lower. No, not gonna happen. So yeah, let's make that a tad bit smaller, and let's grassify everything around, you know, at least the main track. We could, ooh, I know what would be really cool. We could make that, you know, the exact opposite. We could make that in contrast. There, and then grassify all the inner track pieces. I like that idea a whole lot more. Oh yeah. Oh, by the way, let's get back to the normal use of the terraforming tool. Because in that mode it was money consuming, but wait, we do not have money. Consume all you want then. Right, okay, so how cool would it be? Well, first of all, if we actually open this up. Then we want pagoda entrances, yes. And we are going to call this the we are going to call this the oh yeah, the double K, the Kushimashi. I don't know. A lot of these, well, you know, Oriental name type things end on Hashi with me, which I don't know. Maybe that says more about my knowledge of, you know, the Eastern languages and all that than, well, about the real language. White with green? Nah, it's better to have this be more like this. And then rather than black, I don't think we even see that black back anywhere. How about darker green? It does look cool, I must admit. It looks classy. You know what, screw it, we're gonna go classy. There, dark green. Alrighty, well, time to scenerize this, I guess. Let's see. How can we make this cool? We need to add a few buildings, of course, to this. I think that these high towers... We have only one on top of the pagoda. Let's keep it like that. There. And then we will... Yes. I feel that is a good move to make. And then we'll place one of these water flowers in it. There. Perfect. Right. Next we will place a few of these smaller trees over here. Very nice. We'll place a house. Yeah, well, why not? There. And then I guess over here, if we place this with like a bigger tree, seems about right. Then maybe a flower bed, perhaps. Oh, flower bed. Wait, flower bed. Dang it. Ooh, we now also have this. I don't know. It kind of looks out of place, really, if you ask me. But it is considered a flower, which I find interesting in and of itself. Well, nice. You know what? We will put flowers here everywhere. And then... there. I mean, it's not like flowers are forbidden or anything. It's just that, you know, I'm gonna use them scarcely. So, and then, you know, there also needs to be open spaces. Not everything needs to be covered up with stuff. It's also important. Now, just to make sure that the balls stay inside. Ooh, nice. We can... Oh. Well, apparently we cannot place things over there because of the miniature golf. But other than that, I quite like that, you know, that we can just put fences there. Man, the scenery is going out of hand, man. And I do notice one thing with that, you know, we're placing scenery and the guests do keep coming. Apparently, they quite like what we're doing here with the scenery. And I don't mind, but, you know, I do notice it. Now, we'll put these fences over here, wherever possible. It's a shame, really, that we can't do that. You know, where the golf thingies are themselves. It's just, you know, more of like this idea, like, alright, you know, we need to kind of like keep our guests out of there. Oh, never mind. I found the solution. Alright. Nah, it's a shame. That ain't gonna work, that trick. Right. Now, well. Cool. Okay, so looking good, I'd say. Now, is there anything else that we could place over here? I don't know, really. Let's see now there. There is one question that I know that it will make it. You know, it was a question in the comments about whether or not this coaster will actually make it through, you know, the new one. Through this last bit, but seeing how it's just departed, it will make it. However, we haven't checked the ratings, which is what we're gonna do right now. Both of them are grand, not ultra uber grand, but grand nonetheless. And we still have 99.9999999 park rating. Only 3 of those really, but... Cool. Now, I think the garden should more or less stop over here, and from this point onwards it should go over into like the wilderness or something. But man, this is starting to get finished, and we haven't really built that many rides other than this miniature golf. And we were also supposed to expand, you know, into the mine area. Now, I have a very cool idea for the mine area. I think... Can I get away with this big? Let's see. No, we cannot. What's in the way then? If I do it over here, roller coasters in the way. Is there really? Is that the curve perhaps? If I do it over here, roller coaster in the way. Alright. Yeah, it is that curve. Alright. That's not good actually. Too low. There. Ladies and gentlemen, we just got ourselves a massive mine shaft. That is what I wanted. I mean, I just wanted this, you know. And I do have some cool plans with that. We're gonna lead the path through here. It's gonna go through here, and then we can have like rides over here that have the path go underground and hook up. Oh man, this is gonna be awesome. First though, let's actually get the path over there. Now we're gonna put some mine themed scenery over here, you know. We're gonna make like a cool mining camp. I wanna have it look like, you know, they've been digging and blasting their way out of here. So, for example, this should be like a mining pit, you know, where over here they've hit bedrock and, you know, there should be like leftover mining equipment and whatnot. So, let's first get the path out there though. We're gonna use them wooden supports for it. Now where... Oh, this is the main path, alright. So we're gonna have this follow the terrain down to over here, and then I actually need this to go down itself like this. Now let me just get some height markers out there so that I can see what the F I'm doing. Doesn't need to be that low really. See? Oh. Nah, maybe it does. Right now I think we're going below everything. We're at height 2. We might as well get to... What's the track height? Height 4. Okay. You know what? We're just gonna shoot through straight over here. And I have a very, very cool plan, you know, for this whole crater that we've just built there, basically. Let's see. First, I want to get up here, though. Almost there. Okay. Now, time to follow the terrain. Now, we do need to get around over here, too. And I'm thinking of doing that rather easy by just going like this. And I'm bordering... Oh, crap. And I'm bordering right there. Yeah, we're gonna have path crossing over here, of course. You know, we cannot have anything else, basically. I mean, you know, that whole setup is too awesome for us to not do that. What we are gonna need to do, though, is somehow see that we connect up over there. I think the only real way that we have for doing that would be just go down. Oh, that would actually do it. Alright. Well, well, well. It seems that we just got ourselves another massive section of park opened. And of course, a massive new section needs its benches, it needs its trash cans, and it needs its stuff just to be awesome, you know. I mean, this is like yet another section for the guys to, you know, get lost in, get tired, and, well, everything bad. So we need to pamper them, you know. We need to have everything taken care of. Everything they can want. Toilet needs, drinks, to go to the toilet some more, and then food, you know, once they've emptied their bellies, they can stash in some more. It's all free anyway, you know. We live in the land of abundance. We're not gonna go with light posts because I don't think that fits the mine-themed area. Right. So, now this is going to be like the center pit of the mining operation, alright? And what I have in mind, because I'll lay it out quickly so you kind of know what I'm doing. I want like a few mining buildings around over here. I then want a road leading off to over here, you know, where you have like supplies and stuff, and maybe even something small, you know, a ride, like a shoebox, for example, you know. Then I want the facilities to go around over here or over here. It's either these two places. I think over here is the best though. And then we're gonna build, you know, another ride over here that will be themed in with the whole mine theming. We could go for something else over here. I'm not sure about that. And possibly over here. Again, I'm not sure on this one either, but we'll have to see. I do also have plans to do something in this pit, but it all depends on what we have available over here. And so far, I don't have what I want over here, but there is going to be something in this pit. How cool is that? Well, you'll have to wait till next time when we play more Rollercoaster Tycoon.